celebrity.
Baby.
Maybe.
Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Wake up, Mr. Webb! Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Mixed it up, man. Mixed it up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Leigh-Ality TV. Coming live and direct each and every Thursday from StrongOn.com, right here from Long Island, New York. I am Mr. Leigh West. I'm your host. I'm the guy who does this. This right here is part of the Rizzuti Show. This is Benny, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
What up?
The Gagootz
The
Show.
Gagootz
Show.
My
on
bad.
House TV.
See, it's trademarked that I fuck everybody's name up. If I didn't fuck your name up, it wouldn't be like a real guest, you know. But all right, what's up, guys? Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for Leigh-Ality and on it up. So what we're here to do, guys, is we're gonna learn about their show. They're gonna learn about our show, and we're gonna see
where we meet.
What?
Where we meet in the middle.
Where we meet in the middle? We meet at Benny. Benny's in the middle. Hey, Benny.
Sure.
Hey. All right. Oh, the red shirt worked. The red shirt worked out already.
No wonder you didn't want to sit.
Well, little gravy, guys. So what we do each and every week, we bring what's new in entertainment, what we do in entertainment, and also I like to recap the weekend. Normally, well, not even normally, but sometimes it's show business related. More times than not, it's just me running on about my antics that I did for the weekend. I'm always having a good time.
What did you do?
Well, my family has a little lake house down in Jersey, like in the bottom of Jersey, like 5 minutes to Delaware, Jersey, So we went down there, and the house, nobody's been there for like 10 years. It's real run down, and I'm just trying to, get it back up to shape. It's a nice little house, cute little lake neighborhood and stuff. It's just trying to get the thing going, and the main priority in the house, obviously, is running water, right? And so it's a well pump, which is just an exterior pump outside of the ground in a shed with a pipe that goes into the ground, into a well, and you bring water out of the ground like cowboys. Old school, super old school.
Super old school.
Right? So I'm working on this thing for hours, and I can't get it done. I end up talking with the neighbor, and he says, I'm like, hey, man, anybody knows anything about these well pumps, Yeah, man, there's this one guy around here, take care of everybody in the neighborhood. I mean, like, they talk like you're in Alabama. You know what I mean? Like, it is, like, legit, like, South. And so you want to call Hoover Garrison.
Okay.
And Hoover's about 92 years old.
You are not kidding, bro. He makes you look like a spring chicken.
Oh,
Right?
nice.
He pulls up to the house, right? Guy, again, 100 years old. I'm Hoover Garrison. And I tell him the whole thing, all right. I'm like, listen, so this is what I've done. I'm like, I poured nearly 5 gallons of water into the incoming pipe to prime it. And, I'm still, just getting air out of the
Wait
pump.
a minute. You got to pour water in the pipe to get water out of the pipe?
Well, you got to prime the system. Right? So it's like because there's a lot of air. You're trying to eliminate the amount of air. So if you add more water, it'll push the air out before you start to use the pump as a siphon.
Where are you getting this water from?
Right?
This is too much work already.
So
Let's
my
go to the store and
neighbors,
buy bottled water.
neighbors wouldn't even let me use the hose because they were having a party that day. I'm like, you mind if I fill this bucket up with your hose real fast? They're like, sorry, we're having a party today.
Yeah, and they don't want to. You got to have a hose at a party.
And your neighbor was probably like 2 miles away.
No, this is close.
Right.
I mean, on the other side, there's nothing, but this one is like normal neighbor close, But whatever. So I go to the lake, I fill the bucket, da. So he goes, all right, now show me exactly what you did, right? And I tell him I pour water in the pipe, the thing, da. All right, so he's there. I mean, I worked on this thing probably 3-4 hours. I'm a little bit mechanically inclined. I worked on this pump for like 3 or 4 hours Saturday morning. And I'm like, I give up. Call somebody, Like, what else are you going to do, So the guy, he's in there maybe 5 minutes, right? He just puts his hand over it. He wipes the inside. He looks for what? Who fucking knows? I have no idea. He goes like this. He puts his hand on it, like that. 2 minutes later, he goes, he gets out of the shed. He goes to walk to his truck, and he goes, now that start pumping before I come back. Unplug her. Now, I've been working on this thing for 3 hours. He's been here 5 minutes. There's no way in my head that thing is gonna start pumping right now. And I'm like, wait, what? If that start pumping before I get back, unplug her. Like I'm the fucking slow one. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the boonies and this old man is slowing down to talk to me. I'm like, come on. You know, he's like, if that start pumping. I'm like,
okay.
2 minutes later, sure enough, man, that thing was pumping. So shout out to Hoover Garrison down in Melville or Vineland or wherever he is down there in South Jersey. Shout out to him, man. We had a really good time. But yo, the traffic there was nuts, right? Because like you're leaving Long Island at 5 o'clock on a Friday, you're just getting slammed in traffic, right? Had to pick up the girlfriend kids in like South Lindenhurst, whatever, coming up Wellwood Avenue. There's traffic like motherfucker, right? I finally get around what's causing the traffic. And there's this dude in a Jeep, you know, these kids with their Jeeps and their steroids and stuff. And and there's this Asian dude.
Of course.
Right. who knows how his car got in the position that it's in. And then the Jeep is just in the side of the door of the car. And it was like, the door is dented. I mean, everything's operational. The door is dented. They need to fill out an accident report, everything. And get in your fucking car, put it in the parking lot, or I'm going to kick your little ass. The guy is flipping out, and the Asian is like off the boat Asian, off the rice paddy, like just shook, having absolutely no idea what to do. He's looking at his phone. He's like, oh, I dropped my blueberries. He's looking at his phone. He's doing this, he's doing that. He's like, he's just scared. Get in the car. He just wasn't understanding. But no matter how loud and how veiny that guy's forehead got, there was just no movement in the car.
It wasn't going nowhere.
Thanks, Lanny. Lanny's such a good. Lanny picked up my blueberries.
Like a mannequin.
That's it, man. It was so funny. He was just like, get in the car. At that point, like me personally, I just would have moved the car myself. I would have gotten his car and
right? Just
moved
like,
it.
Move over.
You know, and they're in the middle of the street looking at each other like, I'm going to kick. And I'm laughing. And then, like, I thought the guy who was in the Jeep was going to get mad at me for laughing because it was just so funny. You know, and I was like, when he looked at me laughing, he's all like, it's like, fucking Asian drivers, man. And he's like, right? It was so funny. That was my weekend. What'd you guys do?
Well, I didn't have that much of an eventful Memorial Day. There was no water pumping of any kind.
Right.
There was no Asian accidents that I was involved in. But I did go to Adam D. Parsons' wedding.
Shout out Adam Parsons. Congratulations on
again.
that.
Yes.
Congratulations, Adam.
It was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Great food. I think the best part of the wedding, aside from Mike Keegan's best man speech, was the grilled cheese appetizers that they had.
What?
Yeah, like it was amazing. This lady was like, "Would you like a grilled cheese appetizer?" And I was like, "You do not have to be fancy with me about the grilled cheese.
Yeah, just
bring it over here.
Shovel them in.
Drop the tray. Go back. Go get some more, and just bring those over to us. Don't worry about the rest of these people at this party because that belongs to me."
So what are they? With finger sandwiches?
They were
grilled
tiny
cheeses?
little bites. They were little baby bites.
Like pizza pockets?
They were just like, it
grilled
was like
cheese
somebody made a
Slice
grilled
it.
cheese and they cut it up like a lot of different ways. I don't know how to do math proportions.
Right.
But they took them and then stuck a toothpick in them and put them over a little glass of tomato juice or tomato soup or whatever. And you dipped it and it was delicious.
That's great.
It was
sounds awesome.
It was awesome.
You know what would have been really cool?
What?
A little piece of bacon on that toothpick,
Oh.
right on
Now you're
top.
thinking.
Got it.
Now you're thinking.
Lenny, take notes on that, man. We're gonna next time we have a party, we're definitely.
Yeah, I think Alfredo Gagootz needs to make some bacon grilled cheeses for
All
us.
right. Yeah, I have to make a video. We'll talk about
We'll
it.
talk about that. But Benny, what about your weekend, Benny?
My weekend, I did have a comedy show on Saturday.
Oh, you did something for the
Yeah.
industry. All right, cool.
There's a theater in Lindenhurst called the South Shore Theater Experience.
Okay.
And it's right in Linden, and they do a comedy show like monthly.
Okay.
And it was great. It's a nice little theater, and the seats go up like stadium seating.
Nice.
They go up, and
when they come down.
Well, depending on where you're sitting, I
guess.
You're
Everything's
sitting
all
on the
about
top
perspective,
and you're going
right?
down.
Well, yeah.
If you're on the stage, it's going up.
You know, I can blame old age for this. So. And the seats go up. You're standing. You're not on a stage. You're on the floor, and the seats go up.
Gotcha.
So the seats are elevated.
Right.
So
I'm following you.
All right.
Stadium seating. Theater.
Is it? Yeah.
Theater.
Like a theater seater. Yeah.
Theatrics.
So how many people did you have turn out?
Yeah.
I think
Saturdays.
about 35 people or so.
Wow, for Memorial Day Saturday.
Yeah,
That's
for
really
Memorial Day Saturday.
That's
which
really,
was a
really
nice
good.
day.
Yeah.
I made a lot of new friends. There were 3 city comics.
Very nice.
On
It's
there,
all
so it
about
was really-
networking.
Yeah, it was nice. Networked, had a lot of fun with them.
Excellent. That's
Had a
great,
great
man.
set. Got a new headshot out of it.
Oh, good
All
for
right.
you. I totally forgot. Friday night, I actually did a show. That's the wine talking. I did a show Friday night at Sea Cove in Cinema Riches, and we had about 30 people show up, and Tony Landolfi headlined it.
Tony Landolfi.
Yeah,
nice.
it was a good show. It
Excellent.
was all right. The
Very
crowd
nice.
was a little, they were tight,
Yeah.
but they were very tight, but whatever.
I felt Saturday you had to work that audience. To,
Yeah,
you know,
sometimes you get crowds that they're just like, I don't know if they're full or what their problems are, but they're just like.
Sometimes they're having fun. Sometimes they're having fun, but they don't show it.
You know what else I think?
Why would you not? Why would you hide that?
You know what I think the problem is that I don't know how it was set up for the stadium seating, but it's like obviously, okay, you got 4 people in the row, and then the row behind them has 6 or 10 or whatever, and you got 2 people here. You're all sitting, now you're all a bunch of strangers sitting together.
Yeah.
You know? And this just occurred to me. I don't know why it took me so long to think of this, but when I do my comedy shows, I usually have long tables and people sit together. I'm going to try something different and break them up because I think it would be better because people don't want to laugh with strangers.
People are cliquey, as you know, human nature. They just want to come with their friends and not fuck with their friends, like you know.
Yeah.
But in a comedy club, they have the long seating.
They do have that.
Well, that's just to herd them in and you know.
But usually it's like a large group. They sit there unless it's like a smaller show. Then they kind of just push it into sitting in it. But
yeah, and we've gone to shows like I go with Nancy where we're sitting and there's other people we don't know and we don't really associate.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't really talk to them.
Oh yeah, was that the empty sound? Yeah. There you go.
Thanks.
No. All right, Benny. So you've been here. You've been to LeighAlity.
Yes.
You were at the old studio, and so how do you like the new digs, man?
I love the new studio, and now you can actually have an audience.
Yeah, we could do a little studio audience. We could do a little studio audience. We got one audience member over there. I'm not sure what he's doing. And Lenny counts as a studio audience member.
Yeah,
Lenny. That's Lenny the intern. It's his job to do everything.
Very cool. I like this studio.
So we have a small clip of the last time you were here.
Oh, you do?
You mind? All right, yeah, I did it backwards. We were supposed to do pick of the week first, but we'll do Benny's video first, and then and we'll check him out.
Very cool.
You did a little thing. I
did a little stand.
I took a snippet. All right.
All right.
So
cool.
Lenny, can you give us that clip, ladies and gentlemen?
Rizzuti, Benny Rizzuti, and he's got a CD coming out called
I know it's Italian and
59 in Dog Years. Give it up for Benny Rizzuti.
All right.
Thank you very much, Lee, Jessica, and our big audience.
Yes.
Everybody, I love you. I love you all. You know, when I got here, I was like 35 years old. And listening to you two made me 59.
All right.
I swear. I had a full head of hair. I'm not losing my hair. I just want you to all know I'm really not losing my hair. I just have a lousy barber. Poor guy's going blind. Getting old as a bitch. The poor guy... Instead of trimming my hair, he's actually trimming the plant next to me. And I was like, looks good, Yasha. Looks cool. Yeah, no, thanks a lot. Thanks. But he's free. I pay him in Monopoly money. So I'm all right with that. No, really, getting old ain't no fun at all. You were talking about music before. Mm-hmm. I just recently found out that Wiz Khalifa is the name of a rapper. Wiz Khalifa. I used to think Wiz Khalifa was a term that Arab people used for peeing in public. Please, sir, no Wiz Khalifa in 7-Eleven, sir. Please, sir, no Wiz Khalifa in 7-Eleven. I give you key. Restroom key. A lot of young people get mad when I make fun of Wiz Khalifa, but Wiz Khalifa owes me money. The conversation went like this. Dad, my friends and I, we're going to the Wiz Khalifa concert, and I bought the ticket. But could you lend me money for a T-shirt? And every parent knows that lend means you're never going to see that fucking money again. Could you lend me $50? $50 for a Wiz Khalifa T-shirt? Are you friggin' kidding me? Back in my day, I'd go to a Grateful Dead concert. For $20, I'd get my ticket, a T-shirt, and a big bag of weed. And the weed was so much better then. It really was.
Lies.
Oh, it was better. I tell you one reason, Jessica. Here's one big reason. When you got weed back 30, 40 years ago, or whatever, 50 years ago, when you got weed, you had to open up the bag, and you could see the color, like gold, Acapulco gold, but you had to open up the bag, and...
Every old person talking about Acapulco gold.
You had to open up the bag, and it smelled great, and when you sealed it, there was no smell. Now you could smell that shit 10 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that?
I had to put it in Tupperware, inside of another Tupperware, factory fucking seal for my protection. And the other day, I had the pot-sniffing dogs coming up on my friggin' lawn. I thought I was going to get arrested. I don't know. I'm going to get arrested here for messing this up.
Sorry.
I thought I was going to get arrested. They were like, coming up to my lawn, and all of a sudden, they got right on. The first dog got on my lawn, and he was like, he started laughing so much. I think he said to the other dog, hey, we'll come back here on our day off. Leave this guy alone. No, really, they should legalize weed. Weed is not like a regular drug. Weed is fine, right? What's the worst thing that can happen? People say, oh, people would be stoned all the time. People are drunk all the time, right?
Yeah, I'm drunk now.
You don't want to get you drunk now. Me too. I had a sip. Because if you smoke a lot of weed and have a sip, you're drunk. So anyway, friggin', they should legalize it for the fact that if you drink and drive, that's terrible. But at least smoking... you're going to drive. It takes you about a half hour to get in your car because you and your friends are laughing. Hey, I'm going to drive. You going to drive? Yeah, I'm going to drive. Benny's going to friggin' drive. He smoked 50 friggin' joints by himself in the bathroom. He's going to drive. And then you get in your car. You go about a block, and you stop and wait for the stop sign to turn green. How bad is pot, really?
That took me a second.
All right, yeah, it
Yo,
took
I'm
me a
guilty
second.
of that one, man.
It took me a second, too. It took me a second to realize that I wasn't at a light. And to realize I never started. I have no idea how much time I'm doing that.
Yeah,
I got a couple more minutes.
I'll cut you, yeah.
I want to talk about a couple more things.
Good.
I went back again. Getting old sucks because my hearing is going. My friggin' hearing's going. A guy pulled up to me in his car. He said, am I in a coma? Am I in a coma? I said, what? He said, am I in Comac? My son wasn't feeling that good. My wife said, he don't ground too good. He don't ground. What the hell is ground too good? She said, he don't sound too good. Get a hearing aid, my wife said. I said, why? So you can hear what I have to say to you, she said. I said, why? And then I happen to like it because what people say to me is not what I hear. And I kind of love that. I'm a little, nutty about that. Like I walked into a bakery, big long line. Woman at the end of the counter, at the end of the line actually, is holding a ticket. And what she says to me is you have to go get a ticket. What I hear is there's a goat in the thicket. And then the woman next to her points to the machine and says you have to go over there to get your dick wet. And I tell you, at 59, almost 59 years old, I happen to like strange women in a bakery telling me where to go get my dick wet.
I can't blame it. I can't blame it.
That's it. That makes my life, and my wife understands that because my wife would actually pay women to have sex with me. Okay, my woman.
I can see that.
Thanks a lot, Jessica. She met my wife.
Shout out to Nancy.
Shout out to Nancy, who had an orgy and sent me here to do this show. What do you do? I'm having a foursome with friends.
Yeah. Thank you, lady. Benny Rizzuti, ladies and gentlemen, man. Very nice. All right, so
You took my mic.
I'm used to using the cordless. My bad. I'm like, what? You want 5? I give him pounds.
Wake up.
Awesome. That's really cool, man. So, Benny, how long you been doing stand-up?
I've been doing stand-up. I'm not a stand-up comedian.
Right.
But I've done it as, let's say, I've done it not a hobby, but something I really love to do, accomplish.
A passion.
I started in 82, 83.
Wow.
And,
I started in 82 just breathing. What about you, Nicole? How long you been doing comedy?
Just over a year.
Just over a year.
Yeah,
All right, very
I'm
nice.
fresh meat.
Very nice. Hey now.
Yeah, but I like it though. I really enjoy it. I don't know what it started from. I was sitting at a party at my family's house, and I was like, I think I'm going to take a comedy class. And my Aunt Marie was like, what are you going to do that for? You're not going to make any money. And I'm like, yeah, but I like it. It makes me happy. And she's like, you're stupid. And I was like, okay.
Now I have to do it.
Now I did it.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, my God, you're so funny up there. I love watching you. I'm like, yeah, I know it's stupid now.
Yeah. So stupid now. You can tell what her ethnic background is. No, it's funny.
No, I'm not Italian or anything. LoMonaco? It's an
Nah,
Irish name.
not at all. Not at all. So how long has the Gagootz Show been in effect?
All right, let me say, you said the Benny Rizzuti show, but it's the Gagootz Show.
Right.
On Madhouse TV.
Isn't that what I
Madhouse.
just said? I said Gagootz Show, right?
Earlier.
Right. No, I know.
So-
I corrected. I tell you, if I don't fuck up your name, I probably wouldn't like you.
I screw up names, but I'm not really sure why. But I forget people's names all the time.
Yeah. No, I fuck names up. That's what I do.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
tell me about
it's,
whatever you call it.
Okay,
No,
the
the
Gagootz
Gagootz
Show.
Show.
You want to tell
Well,
them?
we've been doing it, what now, for, it's probably about 8 months.
Yeah.
8 months.
It's
Very
about
nice.
8 months,
8 months.
that we got going on, and we're going to have to do something big for our year.
Yeah, I
anniversary.
got something. I got something in the work. I'm coming up on a year as well, and I've got something in the works. Bunny, I gotta ask you, was coming on LeighAlity TV the first time have anything to do with the birth of the Gagootz Show?
In some ways, I liked doing the show.
Right.
And I did a show over at Madhouse also around that time. So I really liked doing it. But I have to be honest, I took the idea of you had a co-host.
Yeah.
And you had Jessica, but I had seen some earlier shows where you had another woman co-host.
Right, Rebecca.
And I liked that, so I took that idea. But our show is about stand-up comedy.
Yeah, it's stand-up comedy, comedians, and, what goes on with anything from the shows that you're trying to promote to bringer shows to hosting to different types of theaters or clubs or restaurant gigs. We talk about it all. But I think it really started from when we were at a diner one night and we had a show together that Steve Perillo put together, and Benny and I and Steve went to a diner afterwards and just started talking, and I had no idea that he had this in mind. It was just like the dynamic between us was like, oh, we're having fun, we're having a good time right now.
Yeah.
And
let's
his
just
mind
keep doing this.
his wheels were turning after that night was over, and then a couple days later he's like, what do you think about being my co-host? And I was like, okay.
But what happened, we had just met. So we
And
had
I
met.
was very fresh into comedy at that point.
It
So
must have
I-
been months. It must have been 2
Yeah.
months or something.
And I felt like I didn't really, I was like 3 months, like, how am I supposed to interview people? Like, who am I to interview anybody?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any staple in this, community of comedians. Like,
Right.
who am I to say anything? But it turned out to be pretty beneficial because I got to meet a lot of people and network with them and just get to hear their side of the story from
Absolutely.
their journeys of comedy, which is cool.
And we show videos.
Yeah.
We show comedy videos. We'll show. We actually had a video contest, and we're going to have our second video
Yeah.
contest.
And what is that? What does that consist of? The video contest?
People, comedy videos. And it-
Anybody could just jump in and like make a video, whether it's funny or their stand up or anything that brings a smile to people's faces. They could submit.
Very nice.
If they want to do an Abbott and Costello routine or something like that.
Anything.
Awesome.
And then they send it to us, and after a couple of weeks, we vote on who we think the staff at Madhouse. It was who was the vote last time. We tried to get the audience members to get involved, but they weren't really having it. So
you know that, right?
Yeah, you know.
But it happened. So we voted amongst ourselves and the staff at the studio, and we chose two guys from Jersey, and now they're going to be regulars on our show, so it's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yeah,
and your guys' show is Tuesday, correct?
Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m.
Tuesday from 6 to 7. All right, very nice.
And
That's a decent slot. That's a nice slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And Tuesday's a good time to get comics.
Yeah.
Because
There's
not much going on.
Yeah.
I never thought of that when I picked a Thursday. I was thinking of the viewer angle of it, but everybody's, I can't. I got this. I can't. I got that. I like my Thursdays, man. We get the weekend started, get a little warmed up,
Yeah.
Turn up.
But here you don't only have comedians.
Radishes.
You have
no, this is a full range of entertainment show. This is comedy, music. Hey, Lenny, where's the beat? Comedy, music, actors, actresses, adult entertainment, everybody from across the board. And basically, if you're from Long Island, if you're entertaining, if you tie balloon animals, my sister was on here reading tarot cards and talking about her holistic workshops and such. And my sister, Linda's Graphics with an X, she does all our artwork. LindasGraphics.com.
Awesome.
We just shout stuff out all day. It's like, just keep shouting stuff out.
Shout it out.
See, you guys. Nicole, what is your favorite part about doing stand-up comedy?
The free drinks.
Free drinks. That's it. That's why I started.
Honestly, I think for me personally, it would have to be the fact that I was always a bit of a attention whore.
Right.
Growing up, I was always the one at the party, like, look at me, I'm doing something, I'm doing craziness, look at me. And I didn't know how to really put that energy into something productive. So I found stand-up, and now it's like, look at me, but in a different light. And
no, it's the same.
It is, but it isn't.
Look.
Yeah, like it's just like now everybody is there to see me. I'm not forcing myself onto everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I get that thrill, and I like that rush.
Good, excellent. Yeah. You still get this. You're only a year in. You still get a stage high, right?
Yeah.
Still get a stage high.
You always get a stage high.
It's the best.
Then he doesn't get a stage high, but he still gets high.
I get high.
It gets high and goes on stage. It's a stage high. I like it.
No, but there's always everybody gets a stage high.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks when you have a shitty night and
It's a stage low.
Yeah.
That's
But it
usually I'm
happens.
out of there. I'm leaving. I get in my car and
You take off?
I'm gone. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
After I do a show, I'm in no condition to drive.
No. Well, it's the free drink. But I don't think it's like when you have a crappy show like that, and afterwards you're like, people come up to you and they're like, "You were so funny," and I'm like, "Really? Were you in there?
Were you here?
Were you watching? I didn't hear you
what
laughing.
I said?
What happened?" But then you get shows that you get the whole place roaring, laughing, and you do the same exact set, do the same exact thing, and you never know what kind of mood the crowd's in. So.
Very nice.
It's a great thrill, though. So
Absolutely.
when you're rolling, when you're in a
When you're
groove.
rolling and they're feeding back, they're clapping and laughing at the shit that you're saying and doing. I mean, there's no better feeling in the world. There's no weed you can smoke. There's no drink you can drink that's gonna make you feel like that, man. I'll tell you. And that's why I'm in it, man. Whatever. I'm a thrill junkie. Whatever you want to call it. I don't skydive. I don't do that. I don't. I drive fast in the car, but I do stand up.
But you don't just do stand-up. I've seen you advertise shows. You do like hip-hop shows?
Yeah, well, I'll host the events. Not that I spit verses or anything.
Okay.
I'm still a little white, but
Yeah, the cowboy shoes.
Yeah, the cowboy boots. That's what gives it away.
The steel tips.
It's steel tips. Yeah, and but no, I do a lot of work with the Alliance. Shout out Script Keeper and Tony Slippers and all them dudes, and also especially Serving Them Entertainment. Shout outs to them. and we do a lot of work together. It's just basically the same, attention horn type activity. Put me on the stage, give me a microphone, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'm also working with DJ G Wiz, who actually hooked me up with LA and StrongIsland.com. Shout out to G Wiz. To do weddings and Sweet 16s and stuff like that. And I'm going to MC. He's a DJ. I'm going to MC. And I just got to learn, the electric slide and crap so I could, teach people, how to do it.
I hate synchronized dance moves more than anything else in the world.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I'm not with it. But, I mean...
You don't like the...
No, you know those
slide,
songs?
The Cotton Eye Joe, the Macarena could all go... Shove it up someone else.
No, what about that?
I don't want to be behind you dancing.
That other song that's just instructions the whole time, right?
Move to the left.
Yeah, that one.
Go
Yeah,
to right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Now shake or whatever. I don't even know the word.
Crisscross.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
That's the only one that you don't know. It's like Charlie Brown.
What am I supposed to do?
What do I do now? What am
I supposed to do? Good grief.
Good grief. Good grief. You blockhead, Charlie Brown.
That's terrible that we both said good grief.
How about the Tarantella, though?
That one I like. That one I like.
Of course you like
that one. I do. And I do like the chicken dance. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
the chicken Yo, I haven't heard the chicken dance since I was on roller skates in Bayshore. You don't know what roller skating is, but there's this place where it was like a big circle indoors. Yeah, but you shit doesn't know.
Bayshore?
Yeah.
I was there.
You were there at the roller rink?
Next to the bowling alley.
Next to the bowling alley.
I would go there all the time.
Like, what were you, 4?
Like 7 or 8.
All right.
No,
but I was there.
My son is going to be 22, and he remembers it.
Yeah.
Oh, does he? All right, cool.
Yeah.
I used to
he
love
was
going
like
there.
7.
I was so sad when they took it down.
I said that would have been a great nightclub. I would have made an awesome dancing club out of that place.
It was falling apart, though.
It was, but...
Well, if you got money, you could put it back together.
And make a concert hall out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been cool.
Oh,
the
man.
bowling alley's closed now, too.
Yeah, bowling alley's closed now.
That bowling alley closed?
Yeah. Yeah. That she's devastated.
You don't look like a bowling pro.
I happen to like that bowling alley.
What happened in that parking lot?
There.
I know what she's talking about. She was in that parking lot doing that thing that they do in Bayshore parking lots. I know about that.
That was a church parking lot.
And the cemetery.
Plenty of holes. Very holy.
I heard about the cemetery in the back, too.
All right. Let's get back to the questions, guys.
All right.
So, tell me more about the Gagootz Show. Who was your most, I guess, viewed guest? Who did you have the most live viewers from that you had on the show?
Probably when we had Vic as a video.
You think so? The Vic
and Jay and
yeah, Jay and Andy Julia and Jay Watkins.
Yeah. Okay.
J L
Paeso
Watkins.
J.L. Paeso. And I don't know how many we got for Joey Cola.
It's picking up. You see, now we have the Gagootz Show channel that we have on YouTube. You know, You've probably done that, right? You make your own
Mr. Leigh West. Yeah,
you make your own channel. So we have that, and they're building on there. And believe it or not, on one of our biggest, the Jay and Andy is a big one, but one that Nicole and I did a road interview with Paul Veneer.
Yeah.
And that is picking up. That has close to 100 views now.
Very nice.
And I keep looking at it. I was like surprised because it was an interview like this at the table.
Yeah.
Right, just hanging out.
Paul was in the center, and we were on each side of him.
Very nice.
And that one keeps picking up a lot.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's good.
But the shows are picking up now with the Gagootz channel.
Excellent. Yeah, I get much more views on the YouTube than I do on the live. We don't have much live interaction. Yeah. But, we get a lot of the YouTube. So shout out to my YouTube viewers. It's like anything else. Everybody's TiVoing and everybody's, it's the same thing. It's like when you get a chance.
Busy. Everybody's
got something to do.
You watch it in your leisure.
I'm going up against Walking Dead or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a little tough, But,
I got a comedy show coming up on Friday. And
you do?
You know what I'm up against? The Ranger game at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. Look at Lenny over there, Rangers.
No.
The big Ranger game. I know that's killing. The hockey is killing us.
Sports kills comedy.
It does.
It
does.
It's awful.
If there's fights on, don't even have a show.
Yeah.
But why don't you tell us about that show tomorrow? How they could get there and all that kind of stuff.
I'm having a show at the LoMonaco in West Islip. It's $40 a person. It's at 7:30 for dinner. The show is at 8:30. It's a cash bar. I'll be hosting. We have Pat Marone featuring and Les Deegan, and your headliner is John Consoli. And so far we got about 35 people.
Excellent. Those are great comics. They've all been here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Les been here. John Consoli. Who else did you say? I'm sorry.
Pat Marone.
Pat Marone has not been here yet.
No.
He's like the chubby Italian guy, right?
Yeah.
Funny, very funny.
He came to the open mic.
To your open mic, right.
Yeah. Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I might stop in there. The guy who just bought my job actually is going there tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name's Mike. So shout out to Mike.
What up, Mike?
Yeah. Shout out tranny, man. That's my day job, man. That's what I do. I do trannies.
Yeah, you're a tranny guy. Yeah?
I'm a tranny guy.
I'm a
machinist. I was born a female, and
I
now
do trannies. Well,
you're a machinist? I didn't know that.
I'm a machinist.
Now that you kind of look like that. Now that I talk about
it. Thanks.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just we work with our hands, man. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, get shit in our fingernails.
Your fingers look pretty clean for somebody who does.
Look at that. Cause all day. Oh, you know why? I wear gloves, and I wear gloves. Like right. I won't even get in a customer's car without gloves on because just people are gross. I know what I do in my car. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't want.
I feel terrible. What you're picking your nose, right? That's what you're talking about. He's putting on the side of your seat.
You know, people sneeze. You driving?
That's
you
what
driving
I do.
and you sneeze. Achoo!
It's on the steering wheel. I'm disgusted.
You getting roadhead and she doesn't swallow? It's on the steering wheel.
It's everywhere.
You know what I mean? It's just, you know. I
put
put my gloves on, man. So I put my gloves on religiously at the shop, and luckily it keeps my hands nice and pretty because you're not touching me with those hands. I don't want to hear that. I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to. That's what I don't know. That's what females sound like most of the time.
I don't know if I've ever said that.
Nicole, who's your biggest influence in comedy? Like, who inspired you? I mean, I know you already had it in you, but when you saw somebody like that, is what I want to do.
It started when I was probably 6 years old, when I would stay up late and watch Nick at Night, and I Love Lucy was on, and my mom would be like, "You gotta go to bed now," and we had this big chase lounge that I would sleep on, that I was supposed to fall asleep on, and I would sleep like this. And this eye would be shut, but I'd be like watching it like
nobody can tell, right?
They can't tell that I'm sleeping, and I would love Lucy, and she did everything that she did. Just I was like, I love her, and now
that's awesome.
That's what I wanted to be like.
Nicole, I have to say, has developed a few characters, and she has more that she's got, which are very good. And we've made videos and shown them.
Very nice.
She has 2 characters that I love.
Characters will help you.
I got a character named Josephine Gladstein. Josephine's very excited to be here on LeighAlity TV. Thank you guys so much for having me here. I'm so excited. That's Josephine, and then I have Nijoli. Her name is Nijoli.
Oh.
She's Tarkadrit. Why you look me like this?
Because I think
why you watch me with those eyes like this?
It looks like you're gonna ask me if I want a lap dance.
I'm not going to ask you
sounds
for a
like
lap dance. I'm going to tell you your fortune. That's what I do.
Oh, okay.
I'm fortune teller. I don't do lap dance. Okay, Mr. Leigh West. So, those are my characters. They're fun. They're a lot more fun when I'm dressed like them.
Yeah,
right.
She actually dresses like them.
That was just a taste for you. But,
very nice.
Yeah. I get silly. I like to be goofy.
And with the Gagootz Show, we like to. That brings it out on it because
it does. We
she is the Gagootz Show.
Thank you.
She is.
Oh shit.
We are. I tell her that she's my associate producer, and if I didn't have Nicole to do the Gagootz Show, the show that Benny wanted to do would have been the most confusing. And
yeah, sometimes I have to yell at Benny, but our dynamic works together. And,
that's good. You need a good back and forth.
We discuss everything. I won't make a move without Nicole.
Yeah.
You need to. The communication, you just need to be open. I like that.
We have meetings, and we'll discuss. I'll say, what do you think of this or that? And she'll say, you're an idiot, but I like
sometimes.
it.
I call him out on his shit. So.
Yeah.
But,
and feed me.
And speaking of getting silly and being crazy, actually our show, that'll be Tuesday night. You can watch it on Ustream or YouTube, whatever you want. 6 o'clock. It's live on madhousetv.com. We're doing a live improv show with me, myself, Pat Marone, who we mentioned, and Sarah Quinn. And we're just going to get crazy on the Gagootz Show.
And maybe a few surprise. We've put it out there to a couple of friends. Could you, if you want to come down?
Yeah, whoever wants to stop by and just get silly with us, the more the merrier.
We asked Joey Cola was on the show, and we asked Joey, we're like, you want to come down?
Come on, hang out, man.
So, we want to do some, we want to mix it up. We don't want to have a boring...
No, we try to make things different every week because...
I like it.
The same.
You gotta keep the spice, man. You gotta keep the spice.
We want you on too.
I know the time slot's tough for me to get to with the day job and such, you know. But
it's that rush
especially
hour.
with the new transition and everything. Where are you guys located at? Can we say?
It's in Deer Park.
Deer Park. Okay. So maybe if I brought my clothes to work one day, I could.
Right near Tanger Outlet.
All right.
You can buy something to wear and then just come in.
I know, but there's no Kmart there. I can't.
Or you could just bring clothes in the car with you.
Right. Yeah.
Change when you get there.
Yeah. Okay,
Which he said the first
time. Maybe I'll try. I'll definitely try to get over to you guys.
Do you see what I mean now? What kind of show?
No, I got it. No, like I said, we cover every aspect of entertainment on the show, and what we've been doing lately is I pick a local artist who has an album out. This one is also produced by Strong Island, and we're gonna play a track off it, and it's we call it Pick of the Week. I pick a new song every week and we play it. This is actually L.A., the boss man engineer, Mr. Strong Island himself. His pick of the week, because I was supposed to listen to it and I didn't because I suck at doing my homework. This is the Roids, and the album is Roid Rage. And that's so appropriate for my Jeep story. And this is track number 5, My Boots Give Me Street Cred. They're probably Timberlands or something. And so let's, can we run the track? Yeah. You guys check it out.
Time to go out, gotta get some good clothes. Put on my skull boots so everybody knows that my boots give me street cred. Street cred. Nobody's gonna mess with me. My boots give me street cred. Everybody can plainly see. And I walk down the street, I see a man wearing my boots. So I walk up to him and he tastes my foot. 'Cause my boots give me street cred. Nobody's gonna mess with me. My boots give me street cred. Everybody can plainly see. When I step outside and I see the zombie nation, so I put on my boots and I am that infestation. 'Cause my boots give me street cred. Nobody's gonna mess with me. My boots give me street cred. Everybody can plainly see. Now my family's scared, became too much to bear. All they do is run. My boots are a lot of fun because my boots give me a street cred. Nobody's gonna mess with me. My boots give me a street cred. Everybody can plainly see. My boots give me a street cred.
The Roids, ladies and gentlemen, available on iTunes. You can check that out, man. Very nicely done. LA, who what you produced that? What'd you do on that?
Just a record label. The guys did it all themselves.
Oh, the guys did it all themselves, and it's on Strong Island. Strong Island rocks. All right, cool.
It reminded me of the Tubes.
The Tubes?
You familiar with the Tubes?
I am
White
not.
punks on dope.
No.
No.
I'm not familiar. I wonder if
You're not
my boots
familiar
give me street cred. Like, I don't know. The cowboy boots give people street cred?
Yeah.
They're shiny. They're shiny. I'll put that away later. Lenny, here, do this.
Those must be some pair of boots, though.
But we got about 5 minutes left, guys. So how do they find you guys? How do they find you guys? GagootzShow.com. What is it?
You go to either MadhouseTV.com. You can there's 3 ways you could find us, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You go to MadhouseTV.com and go right to the actual website and look up the time slots for the Gagootz Show, which is live at 6 o'clock. You can watch it there. Or you could download Ustream to your cell phone or whatever mobile device that you use. And you could watch it live on there and type in the Gagootz Show. Or you could watch it in your own leisure on YouTube at the YouTube channel, The Gagootz Show. And that's pretty much where
And if you want to find out about us, we have our own Facebook fan page.
Yep.
The Gagootz, and it's spelled Gagootz.
Yes.
Gagootz.
And if you want to be constantly, and I can't express constantly enough, reminded of the Gagootz Show, please just friend request Nancy Rizzuti.
What did she say?
My
She
wife,
will
Nancy Rizzuti.
let you know everything that's going on with us.
What did she say?
She's the social media tour
Tsunami.
Right?
Social media tsunami. And she
I
really
saw
is.
that the other day. I started cracking up.
She's a hurricane on
She's
the
like
Facebook.
that flood that just entered Texas. That's terrible. I'm sorry, Texas. My heart goes out to you, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
It really.
Why,
does,
there's water
but
over there right now?
There's
It's
a
very
lot of water.
bad.
There's a huge flood right there right now. So my
Gotcha.
hearts go out to Texas, but
Yes.
Nancy is that flood.
And we're sending Nancy there for a one-way trip to Texas.
And a boat.
And a
Boat.
I'm on a boat, motherfucker.
Oh man, that's
I
great.
just
No,
wanna
Nancy's
say
great.
that.
She's
My wife is great.
yeah,
Everybody loves
she
my
puts
wife.
a lot of stuff together for us, and she works really, really hard.
fine.
Shout out to Nancy. You're awesomes. Awesome sauce.
You're awesome.
Awesome sauce.
So,
I got a question for you.
oh, I like questions.
You do?
Mm.
What made you get into this? Like, what made you
This-
start Leigh-Ality TV?
This has been festering for quite some time. Way back in the day, I guess we'll shout out Thomas Beleza in the top of the bottom pile. I was on his show, Make a Right Left Here. And I was just like a regular guest. I wasn't a co-host or anything, but I was there like nearly every week, just hanging out, sipping some wine, throwing my 2 cents in here and there. And then, you know, I was telling all my friends, like, yo, check out this show. I'm on the show. Watch the show. Watch the show. Like, all right, yeah, dude, like, when you talk, it's funny, but, like, the rest of it just kind of sucks. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm talking about politics and, like, boring crap. And, like, so I'm like, I need my own show. And then, so it was mustering. And what I would like it to develop into would be, like, a half hour of my week, like, actual footage of my week, like a reality show.
Right.
And then a half hour of interview, you know, talking shit. Like, if we did a show together, we'd have some footage of the show. And then now I got you guys on the show and we're talking about, oh, how fun was that last week? Oh, remember that? You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And so that's what it will develop into eventually. But right now, it's just basically me reaching out to the community and doing everything I can for
Strong Island.
for Strong Island. I mean, for you
I like
guys.
it.
I mean, like I said, my buddy DJ G Wiz set me up with this. He had a Tuesday night spot called Island Hop Show, and they would have on local hip hop artists and interview them and play their music and stuff.
Nice.
And it was really, really cool. And I was like, that's really like, because I'm a huge hip hop fan. And I'm a huge Long Island fan. I mean, ever since, ever, you know, anybody would ask me where I'm from, and I'd say Strong Island. I'm from Strong Island. You know, I like to flex a little when I say it. You know, Strong Island. Fucks with me. And then at StrongIsland.com, I'm here on Strong Island Radio, StrongIsland.tv. I'm like, I need to find out about this. What is? And now I'm on Strong Island, from Strong Island. Like it just all kind of like look, lean on a little to the side so they can see the look.
Wait.
Look, it's Strong Island. Look, it's just like there you go, go under the tail. But anyways, it's my island. I love my island.
Nancy, I
and
want a
it's wherever
divorce.
That's it. And,
I don't need you anymore.
So I don't really, I toot my own horn.
Not
Basically,
kidding.
that's what this whole show is about, is me just tooting my own horn and also shedding light on fellow entertainers. And,
That's great.
And it's what I do. But I got to mention one thing that I did do just yesterday on the way to my Somo mic. It actually, I broke my own record. It broke records on the stupid thing I keep track of in my head is how many likes I get on Facebook on stuff. And there's one particular post I put up yesterday, got over 100 likes.
Nice.
So 100 was my I never got 100 likes on a post. Pictures are one thing, but a post of me, my words. And what had happened is I ran into an old friend at the 7-Eleven who I used to be friends with. I call it another life ago. It was my old life. It was more than 10 years ago. And he was great. He always came over by my lady's house and we hang out, and we drank, and we hang out, and all this kind of stuff. And I seen him and he's down on his luck, man. He had the lupus. He got out of work. He's better from the lupus now, thank God. But he still never got back to work. He's homeless. He has no money. Has no nothing. And he's just living on the street. And he asked me for a couple dollars. I gave him whatever, $5, $10, whatever. But what I did is I went in the trunk of my car, knowing I had the camping tent, and I gave him my camping tent. And he looked at me like I just handed him $1 million. Like, dude, I can have to take it, bro. Go. If you got a spot, you can use this. Go use it in good health, man. God bless you. He's like dumbfounded that I just gave him a house. Like the kid is homeless. I gave him a tent, and I feel, I toot my own horn a little bit. Maybe I'm taking all the credit away from doing it by talking about it. But I just, my point is, everybody you interact is battling something, struggling from something.
Oh, yeah.
Something is pulling them down. Just be nice to people. Always be nice to people. And if you can, help out. If you can lend a hand, lend a hand. That's, if you're in a, I wish I was in a better position. I'd put him on my couch. I'd give him a guest room. I don't have any of that to offer right now. I got a couch, but it's got laundry on it and stuff.
But did you got a way to get in contact with him?
Well, he is on my Facebook, but he doesn't have a phone or anything. Like, what am I gonna do?
Using the Facebook
Look
at
for
the
like the
library,
third
probably.
pine tree to the left. And how am I supposed to find him? You know what I mean?
Because I was thinking of you could do something for him. If you knew how to find him, then you could maybe talk to people or find a place where there might be like a little shelter out here on the island.
This guy, actually, Pete Campo. I mean, unfortunately, he's not a veteran, but Pete Campo runs a thing for the homeless veterans. And you check out Pete Camperini, and also the Project 9 line also does a lot of stuff.
If he goes to the
is
church.
word on the street coming? Oh, cool. We got 5 extra minutes.
Oh, cool.
Alright.
If he goes to church, will help him.
That's true. Who, the Roman Catholics?
Yeah.
Somebody will help.
But yeah, so just do what you can for people, man. You know what I mean? It's a tough world out there, and we're
stop
just
bullying. I don't know. Bullying is.
people need bullies. The world needs bullies.
I think there's people that need a push. I don't think there's people that need to go out of their way to be an asshole.
Right.
All right, I can concur on that.
Like you could be a jerk and give somebody like, a little bit of something, but in respect, if a kid turns around and says to you, "Man, look, I know you don't like me.
Yeah.
I don't like you. Get off my back. I don't need to be you in your life. You don't need to be mine. To stay away from me." And that kid still continuously is an asshole. That kid needs to get punched in the throat by me.
Well, no, I do find myself to be the bully's bully. I like, if I can find a bully, I'll go pick on him.
Yeah.
That's
me too. I will bully the shit out of that bully. But don't you bully that nice boy. Don't you do that.
I do it differently. Like, I won't physically. I find things to do to mentally piss them off.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like in the old days with the phone booth, You call that guy's house and you just let the phone ring and ring and ring. You had a phone, but you just dropped the phone. And
Oh, you were nice. See, when people were mean to like other people that I cared about, I would dump soda over their head. I would throw cans at their face that were full. I was not a nice girl. Don't mess with me or my friends or my family because I will hurt you.
Wait, how long has it been?
I think it's time.
You guys are easy on people. I blow up people's cars, man.
Nicole, eat a Snickers
I'm 80 to a gas tank.
Nicole's
No, I'm
gonna
kidding.
eat.
I don't blow up nobody's cars. It's
Nicole's
just, I'm
not herself
exaggerating.
unless she eats something.
She needs a Snickers.
Have a
I
Snickers.
eat.
Oh man, I had a
Honestly.
Snickers thing, you guys. Oh, well, I'll send it to you guys privately. But
Oh,
I had this Snickers thing where it was like, LA, you remember that Snickers video? Right? I was like, yeah, man, have a Snickers. You get real stereotypical. And there's a black dude like, we're gonna fuck these hoes. We're gonna take all their white women. And he's like, yo, eat a Snickers, bro. And he's like, oh man, thanks, man. He's like, anyway, we're gonna go to this party. You know? And it's like, yeah, but maybe you should give one to whoever the Asian kid name was. And he's like, oh, I'm so hungry. I'll send it to you guys.
I have a candy bar
No,
for
I
you.
got my chocolate covered blueberries. But guys,
like,
we are out of time though. This is the time where I got to give it back to my sponsors. So we'll do that. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna take some pictures and all that, and I'll thank you guys in a second. But first and foremost, I'd like to.
It was fun. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's cool, right? It's funny. But again, I'd like to thank my sister for all her amazing artwork, and that's Linda's Graphics with an X. She does the business cards, the logos, the hats, and any type of artwork you need for anything. Linda's Graphics, 1F1X.com, and you check her out. She also does like healing workshops with children and grown-ups too, as far as like psychic medium workshops and all
Awesome.
that hypnosis and past life regressions and all that kind of thing, which is really cool. And let's see, Benny, you're old.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're getting fender benders now and then, right? You just can't really see too well where you're going and such.
Yeah, right.
My friend George Schwertel at Schwertel's Auto Body in Islandia, they want you to know and you guys to know that it's your right as a consumer in New York State to take your car to any registered motor vehicle repair shop with that green sign out front that you feel comfortable with. Because lots of times, I don't know if you had this issue, but Geico will be like, yo, you got to go to this Geico certified shop. You got to go to this State Farm certified shop. Talking about being bullies. The insurance company is bullying you.
They're the biggest bullies.
Right to go
They
with
are.
it. That way they get the money coming and going. You know what I mean? If you feel comfortable with Joe Schmo up the block changing your oil for the last 20 years, you want to bring your car to him, you can bring your car to him. It's just that's who they want. That's what my friend George Schwertel wants you to know. I recommend, of course, Schwertel's Auto.
George Schwertel of Northport?
Islandia.
Islandia.
200 Blydenberg
Does he
Road
live
in
in
Islandia.
Northport?
Probably. I think so.
George Schwertel. I know you.
Oh shit. Who, Junior? You know Junior?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool.
He bought me egg sandwiches every year for 9th grade. Thanks, George.
Oh, shit.
That
This
was
thing.
nice.
He didn't bring me an egg sandwich once. Coming for you, Schwartz. And of course, you got to shout out my day job, man. It's what funds the dream. 1052 West Jericho Turnpike, Smithtown. Is your check engine light on? Come see me. I'll check it out for free. I'll let you know if it's something you got to handle right this minute, or you can put it off for a little bit till you get your bread up. Holla at me, Training Man, 864-1400. That's a 631 area code. My brother Bobby at Cage Refrigeration, Kage Refrigeration for all your heating, cooling, and refrigeration needs. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He keeps you warm. He keeps you cool. He heats it up, cools it down. Whatever you need, you call my brother Bobby. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
What's
Cage
Bobby's phone
Refrigeration.
number?
I don't know. It's like 813-8647 or something like that. But you Google him. You Google Cage Refrigeration. He's got a really nice website. He pops right up. His picture of his cute little round face. He's a really great guy. I love him to death. Nice. And then you got to give it up for the beautiful lady behind the scenes, Krista Branchinelli at creatingmediasolutions.com. That's for the websites. That's for your Facebook fan pages. That's for handling your Twitter accounts. That's for any social media need that you want. She gets you to the top of Google if you're Googling Long Island comedians. You can have the Gagootz Show right at the top if you want
I'm
that.
going to take her number if this is over. I need that.
Yeah, I got you. We run a Leigh-Ality TV special. Tell her you heard about it on Leigh-Ality TV, and you got some kind of discount. I forget what the deal is. She's mad at me right now, so the deals aren't that great. You might want to wait until I throw her some dickens. She gets Snickers dick.
Yeah, you better bring this with you.
But ladies and gentlemen, this has been Leigh-Ality TV. Benny, thank you very much.
Lee, thank you so
Nicole,
much.
Thank you very much. You guys are great.
Thanks for having us.
And, I might stop by your restaurant tomorrow. Come check out the show.
I'll be there. And all of you, please
Benny,
stop by.
you're the man, bro. I hope to make it to the Gagootz Show real soon. I told you guys started at 5 o'clock.
No,
that's why.
6. We have to be there by 5:30.
I could get there like 5:45.
Yeah, we'd be all right with that.
Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta go. We love you. Leigh-Ality TV, MrLeighWest.com, StrongIsland.com, Leigh West on Facebook, Mr. Leigh West on Facebook, Mr. Leigh West on Instagram. Love you guys. Next Thursday. See you later. Pieces.
Bye.